sharing the word, living in love, walking by faith. Word of Faith presents 30 Days of Prayer. Here's a brief message from our pastor, Reginald L. Walker.
Greetings and welcome to day 16 of our 30 Days of Prayer. We're now halfway through our 30 Days of Prayer, and some of you may be becoming discouraged, especially if you're hearing testimonies of others' answers to prayer and have experienced no manifestations of your own. I'd like to take you to Luke chapter 18. And here in the very first verse, it tells of the purpose of the parable before it's even shared. It says, "And he spake a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and not to faint." The Amplified for that translation actually says that men are not to turn coward, lose heart, or give up. The parable goes on to read in verse 2, saying, "There was in a city a judge, which feared not God, neither regarded man. And there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, Avenge me of my adversary. And he would not for a while, but afterwards he said within himself, Though I fear not God, nor regard man, yet because this woman troubleth me, I will avenge her, lest by her continual coming she weary me." This parable is often referred to as the parable of the unjust judge. He didn't fear God, nor did he respect man. At her first coming, he would not even hear her case, but she didn't stop coming. Verse 5 in the Amplified says that, "Lest she give me intolerable annoyance and wear me out because of her continual coming." The woman wouldn't give up. Now, this is a parable that Jesus is teaching, and look at what he says in response to it in verse 6. "And the Lord said, Hear what the unjust judge saith, and shall not God avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth?" Verse 8, the Amplified says, "Will he find persistent in faith on the earth?" Jesus knew that there would be times when things didn't look good. He knew that there would be times when we would feel that God wasn't there or that God didn't care. So this parable was written to encourage us. It was taught to assure us that God will indeed avenge his own elect. So be persistent in prayer, because God is there and God answers prayer.